Namaskar to everybody and most welcome to our weekly Viveka Cudamani class. As I mentioned a couple of times that since you knew the book we're going through, the book name is Viveka Cudamani. It was written by Adi Shankaracharya, right? Viveka Cudamani is the book or scripture we're going. It was created by Adi Shankaracharya. And this is one of the class we all enjoy. I myself, throughout the week I keep studying about it, trying to go deep into it. Because a person like Shankaracharya, Adi Shankaracharya, who created these immortal scriptures, he is one of the most known philosopher of in India, most respected philosopher in India, especially Hindu philosophy. And he was unconquerable, debate, when there was debate, other scholars used to, invite him to sit down and debate with him. Nobody could defeat him. And he's the one who, brought back the life of Hinduism in India. If you remember, last day I was talking that there was a Muslim invention in India. There was not a single Muslim in India. But then the Afghan Babur came, and then from Iran came, Turkey came, mostly, and they introduced Islam in India. And many of them were converted, in fact, by force. And then after that came Buddhism. Buddhism was so popular, and Buddhist missionaries were going all around. And so at that time Hinduism was very silent, shadow-like, and nobody could understand. So Shankaracharya came and he brought back the life and reintroduced the traditional Hinduism in India. And we still follow his teachings, his guidance, his the instruction, whatever he left behind. Any classes of Hindu philosophy, all the speaker or the teacher, they love to read and introduce Shankara Bhashya. Shankara Bhashya means commentary on Adi Shankaracharya. So before I take you to the subject, let me do the Guru Pranam first. This is our weekly class on Viveka Cudamani. Om Narayanam Namaskritya Naranchaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Chaiva Tato Jayo Mudirayit Vyasayo Vishnu Rupayo Vyasarupayo Sri Vishnave Namo Vai Brahma Vidhai Vasishthayo Namo Namaha Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashyo Krito Vande Bhagavanto Punaha Punaha Sada Shiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmat Acharya Parajantam Bande Guru Paramparam Bande Guru Paramparam Bande Guru Paramparam. You see this particular verse, Sadashiva Samarambham. Shiva is the first Guru, Acharya, Lord Shiva. And Sadashiva Samarambha Shankaracharya Madhyamam. And then after Lord Shiva coming, Shankaracharya. And then up to you worship our Acharya also. So, Bande Guru Paramparam. Traditionally, all the Gurus came because all these are scriptures given thousands of years back. So many teachers came, the student learned, and now they teaching. All those Gurus gone, left the world. New Gurus, new teacher, they teaching new student. It's going generation after generation. So, that's why it is so beautiful. Now, if you remember, let me go to the English one. if you remember, last week we were talking about that Shankaracharya say that a spiritual student, the book available, she can help you in your phone. The book is available right there. She can help you. So if you remember last week we were talking that somebody who is really hungry for spiritual enlightenment, spiritual elevation, spiritual upliftment, and somebody who is hungry for true knowledge, or somebody is thirsty to know the truth of life, and Shankaracharya said that he have to go to a teacher. And the description of the teacher also we read. If you remember, last 1 week we read I'm not going to that particular verse, but after we approach to the Guru, and then Swami Namaste, last week we were doing Swami Namaste, Nataloko Bandhu, Karunna Sindhu, Potitam Bhavabdo, Mamuddharo Atmiyo Kataksma Drishtva, Ripjatika Karunno Sudhavi Brishta. That was verse number 35. We already read that after we approach to a teacher, how our approach should be. O Master, O friend of those, that is verse number 35. O Master, O friend of those that bow to thee, thou ocean of mercy, I bow to thee, please save me, fallen as I am into the sea of birth and death, means the Sansar Sagar. With a straightforward glance of thy eyes, which shades nectar like grace, means your eyes should be full of mercy and love for the student. And if you, these are the things we did. The verse number 36, Durvaro Sangsaro Davagni Taptam, Gurudev, that save me from the death, afflicted as I am by the unconquerable, unquenchable fire of this world forest. Means, that I'm going through so much of ups and downs in life, that Guruji, please save me. Dudhu manam durudrishti batoi bhitang prapannang puripahi mrittu sharannam aham tadaham na jani. Gurudev, please save me from the death, afflicted as I am by the unquenchable fire of this world forest, shaken violently by the winds of an untoward Lord, terrified and so seeking refuge to thee, for I do not know of any other persons with whom I can see. These are the student who expresses his agony, his prayer. So now we'll be going today. What is coming? So today we'll be starting from verse number 41. Verse number 41, Viveka Cudamani. Just go with me a little bit. Tatha Badantam Sharanagatam Swa Sangsara Davanalo Tapotaptam Niriksha Karunnarasho Adrodishtya Dadyad Bhitim Sahosha Mahatma. This is not Drishtva, Drishtya, right? Drishtya. So, Tatha Vadantam Saranagatam Swam Sansara Davanalo Tapo Taptam Niriksha Karunna Rasadra Drishtya Dadyad Bhitim Sahosha Mahatma. Right? I went many times, that's why I could read a little bit. What it say? That as he speaks thus, he means the student, right? As the student speaks thus, tormented by the affliction of the world. You see, sansaro davanalo tapotaptam, the second line. Sansaro davanalo tapotaptam. Sansar, Sansar means this world, right? Because just imagine, we all going through so much in life. All of us going through so much in life, good, bad, up, down. Sometimes we laugh with joy. We are so proud of our good health, of our good job, of our good family, stable family life. And suddenly you lose the job, and then you losing everything, look like friend gone. And then even in home also disturbance coming, the family conflict coming, because no money. To run a home we need money. And so there is a husband-wife conflict also starting there, because there's no job, the gentleman trying. Now that income is not there. Maybe he was earning 120 yearly. Now suddenly, even though he's getting from here, there, but that's not enough to pay all the way they were living. So a lot of conflict develop, and people go through a lot of hard time. And then the sickness comes. So much thing happen in life. Sudden, news coming from, family members. So that's called sansaro davanalo taputaptam. We are being burned down in the fire of the sansara. Everybody, including monks. After Durga Puja, so look, we went to United Nations so joyfully, if you remember. After that, more than a month, I'm going through so much things, suddenly. So that this happened to everybody. So sansaro davanalo taput, everybody, monk, men, women, family or no family, everybody go through this sansaro davanalo. Davanal is the forest fire. Like, I don't know, anybody saw forest fire? What is that? You saw forest fire. 1 year I went to India, Haridwar area. So from there I see on the top of the Himalaya, fire I could see. That's the forest fire. I think last year in Hollywood, right? Last year.
Every year.
No, especially last year, the Hollywood got affected by the forest fire, and hundreds of people, they lost everything. Even the very rich people with their golden home also, they lost. So that is what you call davanal. But we talking this davanal means we burning ourselves. Nobody see from outside, but from inside we going through that, burning inside. Outside we smile, hello, hi, all this we talk, but then inside burning. Everybody go through this. So as the students speak thus, tormented by the affliction of the world, that is sansara davanalo taputaptam, which is like forest fire, and seeking his protection. He is looking for protection from his guru. Now here a question coming. Here Shankaracharya telling that protection from guru. Can guru, when you talk guru means a human being. Lot of people believe guru is God. A human being cannot be a guru. Lot of people, they say that. But practically, in our practical life, we accept a human being like 2 hands, 2 feet, and like the daily things we do by our body, they do also. But we worship him as a guru. Not only that, we worship him as like God. Like how we do, like me, 51 years in monastery, and we doing 2 time arti our Gurudev, Swami Pranavananda. 2 time arti we do here, and 3 time in India. The morning 4, midday 11, and evening 7:30 arti time in India. 3 time. And here we do 2 time, morning time and evening time. 2 time. Every day. So when we say that, so like I was going a little hard times, so I was praying, Gurudev, please protect me, right? First and foremost thing, as Brian said last week, that Guru concept, this country they understand now, Brian. You see that all these religious, spiritual person come from foreign countries. A lot of European people they follow. I see that, like how Art of Living teacher coming for the World Meditation Center. Mohesh Yogi came from India. I'm sure from other part, from what you call from Islam, I'm sure, which I do not know, but I'm sure they also come. And Jews, Buddha, when Dalai Lama come, there was one time Dalai Lama was speaking at the Central Park in New York, and there was 40,000 people gathered together to listen to Dalai Lama, the word of peace. 40,000 people gathered in the Central Park one time. And still today Dalai Lama is like God, people. He comes to United Nations also. But it's not a Western concept, but it's being introduced from East, and now getting a little bit now. The traditional American people still do not believe in it, but they do, like they go to yoga class, right? Everybody loves yoga. When they go to yoga class, there's a teacher there. So basically that teacher is a guru, teaching that, look, yoga is not the physical exercise. It is physical exercise, but the yoga has beyond that. The yoga meaning has beyond that. What is that? Yoga ha chitta vritti nirodham. We practice yoga to control and master our restless mind, focus our mind at the feet of the Lord. So by yoga practice, we keep the body fit so that we could sit down longer time for silent meditation session. Body remain fit, and we follow the Raja Yoga. So yoga, what we call a yoga, physical exercise or asana, that is one of the part of the Raja Yoga. Yam, niyam, asana, dharana, and then sampurna samadhi, complete samadhi. Yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahar, dhyan, dharana, and samadhi. So that means yoga actually is one of the part of Raj Yoga, royal path of yoga. Like yama, sense control. Mastering sense. Now, I do not become the slave of my senses. What I have control. Say that passion came. You can control. But you have that capability to guide your senses to the right direction. Right? You have that power. Greed coming to eat rasgulla. The tongue. No, you have full control. That if you wish, you can take. If you do not wish, no. So that master, that is. So, and then discipline. Do things timely, do exercise timely, do meditation timely, whatever your life, do things timely, discipline. So yama, niyama, asana, then the abhay things, yoga teaching. Pranayama, breathing exercise. Pratyahara means things you don't need in life, you give up. Unnecessary thing, putting on your shoulder, and then you break down. Things, look, I can carry up to weight here. If you go beyond of that weight, you break down. Like, we came from village, we see bullock cart, 2 bull. So now the farmer, here they do the tractor, everything tractor. But in India, usually they cut rice plant by hand. They gather and they put in a bullock, cart and mud everywhere. So if it is overweight, so one of the bull, they fall down. And the farmer keep beating it. But he's not understanding that is beyond of his capacity. Even here also, if you put too much weight to the truck, sometimes it can carry it. So it happened to us also. Sometimes we take burden so much at our shoulder, we break down. So the Guru concept, my question was that how much we can believe that yes, Guru can give, because that's the word we're reading here. See, tatha vadantam sharnagatam gataha, as he speaks thus, tormented, as I'm reading, as he speaks thus, what he spoke is the previous verse. How to cross this ocean of phenomenal existence, what is to be my fate, which of the means I should adopt, as to this I know nothing. Condense to save me, O Lord, and describe at length how to put to an end to the misery of the children of existence. That was the question in the previous verse. So as he speaks thus, tormented by the afflictions of the sansara davanal, the saint eyes niriksha karunya sadrisha drishtva, the Guru's eye full of love. Guru's eye, karunya drishtva, Guru's eye full of love. Here, niriksha karunya rasadra drishtya, the saint eyes him with a glance softened with the pity. Dadyad bhitim sahusha mahatma, and spontaneously beats him to give up all fear. So the Gurus, like in our organization, it's coming practical. I'm telling something. I remember when I joined monastery in 1975. So the third Swamiji from here, you see, that was Swamiji Urupanandaji. So I joined to him. He was almost 80 that time, and I was maybe 19 plus. So he was a well-experienced monk. He was like a guru to me. He was like mix up, like father, mother, friend, and then guru, everything, because we don't know what is God, We have no idea about the God. Pritesh, make sure you don't sleep, the eyes closing.
I'm listening.
Listening, good. So we had no idea about God, But they are well experienced. He worked with him 25 years. So speaks very sweet. He used to speak very sweet, like how we read here, Karunno Drishtya. That was he. And he used to teach, like morning 3:30. So we did not have any bed. He gave us 2 blankets and 1 piece of brick, I remember, pillow, as a pillow I use, and 1 mosquito net. So he used to sleep like a cot outside the flower garden. There was a piece of grass. And we used to sleep on the grass around. And in the morning time, by 3:30, he used to put his foot on my stomach. My name was that time. He changed my name. What was my name in home? He changed my name and put Tarak Nath. Right? He said, say, Tarak, it's time to go to temple. Wake up. I remember, You see, because just imagine 19 age and 3:30 sleep. We need sleep, right? But he woke up, then he goes to temple washing his face. We all go with him to temple. He sit down for a little job because 4 o'clock Aarti. So we attend Aarti. After that, at least 1 hour, 1.5 hours, he used to sit in the temple, mosquito biting, is going on hand. And he used to do job, and we used to sit in the temple. But imagine my age, 19, 20 that time, early morning, I don't know how to do job. I don't know what to meditate. I have no experience what I want even. And we used to like go hit our head on the floor. Sometimes we used to go hit our head in the back wall. I remember those days, But that become habit now, We 4 o'clock aarti everywhere. So you can wake up by few minutes before that. Every day he used to teach everything by hand. How to cook, how to do gardening, how to make mala, how to do aarti, how to do job. So what we're reading today, you see here, Niriksha Karunno Rasadra Drishtya. So Gurudeva, I fall at the disciple with full of karunno, full of koruna means pity, blessings, love. Dadyadvitim Sahosha Mahatma, and spontaneously bids him give up all fear. Because the frustration comes, the spiritual life that time, no soap, no oil, no shoe. No shoe, no room to stay, no no oil, no cream, no soap, nothing. The winter time is to, the blood is to fall from here, from feet, because it like bust here, I remember those days. But because of all those training, we could survive in this type of life. It's extremely difficult. I stay alone. Staying here, like my name is Amarnath. It's like I'm staying in everywhere snow, everywhere 3 feet snow. I'm alone in that building. Nobody could enter here. This building was not here. Me alone staying there. Everywhere white. Open the window, all white. Nobody, if Sujit want to come to see me, they can't enter the property. So, because of that training, his training, that's how the Guru experienced. And I'm sure it happened to your life too. When you're going to a new job, he started a new project. There is process to learn, and there is difficulties to complete the job. There is struggle also for survival. Sometimes you get joy, sometimes you get depressed also. And you go to work, sometimes boss is too dominating. It happens, but you cannot say anything because you need the job. If you are lucky, the boss is okay. But boss also under pressure. He have to complete this project within Friday evening. And it happened, there's some project and maybe, $1 million involved there. It's business, it's business. Company give you $5,000 monthly and they want to earn $10,000 from you. If they give you $10,000 monthly, at least they will earn $15,000 from you. Because that's business in the material world. There's no place for pittiness or karunno or love. It's all professional life. That's all. So, as the student speaks thus, tormented by the afflictions of this world, which is like forest on fire, and seeking his protection, the saint, the teacher, eyes him with a glance softened with pity and spontaneously bids him give up all fear. So don't worry, mabhoi. It's one of the very strong word in Upanishad, mabhoi. Don't be afraid. Because after a 12 hour of night, 12 hours of day come. And after 12 hours of day, again night come. So that means we smile 12 hours sometimes and then 12 hours we cry. It's, so it happened, It dvandatmok, this world is dvandatmok. When there is a day, there must be night. when there is everything, the men, women, women, men. There is rain, there is no rain. There is good, there is bad. There is pain, then there is joy. It's called Dandha, duality. When God created this world, He created with this duality. Everything, Like now the severe cold coming, you can't go outside. Even after food, doctors say must walk 10 minutes. Can't walk even, so cold. If tears come from your eyes, before it fall on the ground, it become ice. So tears is not falling actually. So Dandvatmok, these things are there everywhere. If you see, when there is love, there is cruelty. When there is sacrifice, there is selfishness. When there is broadness of the mind, there is meanness of the mind too. Everything Dandvatmok means, this anti-thing is there. So, the first sloka we read today, the verse number 41 of Viveka Cudamani, is basically tells about the student's approach to the Guru, and he was, afflicted with the pain of this world. He went through, sometimes you see people, they come in the because where they will go? They're going through the Sansara Davanal. Sansara Davanal means the fire of this Sansara. So where they should go now? They need place to go. So they go to temple. If they get a good priest or monk, they sometimes sit, but they hesitate. So much thing, we cannot open our mouth because we see so much thing here, right here. Can't say those things to people, And so they come to temple, sit down. Sometimes they're sitting down in front of Ma Kali, and sometimes you see the tears falling from the eyes. So with karuna, with, love, you say that you okay? Then sometimes they say, can I talk to you? I say, yeah. So sometimes they need to speak to somebody. So much happen we see in the temple. So that's way going through. So people go through so much thing in life, good, bad. And then verse number, so this verse we completing this way, that as the teacher, as the student speaks thus, that Gurudev, which path I should follow, how to achieve the goal of spiritual life, all this, and how to how I can tackle with the pain of this sansara. Gurudev eyes was softened with love, and he spontaneously was telling to give up all fear. Up to there we read. So verse number 42. Please read with me. Vidwan Satasma Upusattim Yesu. If we join, actually two words there, Upusattim Yesu, but if we read one word, Upusatti Miyesu. Right? Upusatti Miyesu. So Vidwan Satasma Upasatti Miyesu Mumukshave Sadhu Jathoktakarine Prasanta Chittayo Samannitayo Tattopodesham Kripoiva Kuriyat. Vidwan Satasma Uposatti Miyesu Mumukshave Sadhu Jathoktakarine Prasanta Chittayo Samannitayo Tattopodesham Kripoyaiva Kuriyat. That while I was reading, my mind was thinking about the Guru. So there is people, like I went to somebody's home.
It's Kuya.
Which one? Say again? Kuriyat. Yeah, Kuriyat. Yeah, it is Kuriyat, not Kuriyati. So then the gentleman say, is a very rich man, very rich man. If you see his house, oh Lord. So he said that, Swamiji, my mother wanted to take Guru Diksha, but he's in deathbed almost, he can't move and he can't do the, can you please give her Guru Diksha? So I went to see the mother actually, because I heard his mother is not doing well. So suddenly he said that, can you please give her Guru Diksha? Just imagine, I'm young, that time telling years before, and Mataji almost 80, 90 years, and he's in the deathbed. So how can I give Guru Diksha? I'm not ready yet for that. Mentally I'm not ready yet. So he says, Swamiji, please give, because he may die without Diksha, where we'll be finding out Gita. The gentleman. But all these days, all these years, mommy living with him, maybe his mother told many times to her son, maybe they did not care that time. Then I thought, okay, that in the name of, I will give some God name. It's not, I'm not the Guru, it's a God, God is the Guru. So I wrote some Krishna name, Lord Krishna name. I said that, okay, Mataji, that if you can, you just open the eyes a little bit, that is just one name, maybe Krishna, Krishna, kind of thing. She died after a while. But what I mean to say that, imagine on the deathbed that time, and when we were strong, we did not think of that. Now, Sujit, you took Guru Diksha from Swami Purnatmanandaji. So I'm asking some practical question. Now, Sujit is sitting with us today, and he took Guru Diksha from Swami Purnatmanandaji, actually from Bharat Sevashram Sangha. When we give Diksha or mantra, Diksha, when I say Diksha means a mantra we give to chant. So we represent Swami Pranavananda. We don't represent us, because we represent our Gurudev. We say, okay, meditate on Swami Pranavananda and chant this mantra. Guru will give you all protection. Now, what's your experience? Because long time I see you are with Swamiji or Gurudev. What is your experience? Short way, can you please tell us?
So
It's a practical thing, he's a family person. Yes, go ahead, please.
So my mom tell me to take the Guru Diksha.
Oh, your mother told you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we have the Guru, the family wise. The person gave us the Diksha all day long.
Mm-hmm.
Then me and my brother take the Diksha from Ramakrishna Mission. It's
Okay.
Not, only the Guru, mom take or father take. So it's a different path.
Mm-hmm.
So when we came in here, Magna asking what we should do. The Guru is not there. Then she told us, whatever you like, we don't have any issue. So Magna, I think, came in and talked.
And by that time, Swami Purnatmanandaji was here.
Yeah, so since then.
But what is your say that you took Diksha from Bharat Sevashram? Now, we reading today here, basically the spiritually hungry person and went through a lot of things in life, good, bad, both. Because here we sitting today, whoever is sitting at this place, we all also went through many things in life, good, bad, both. And all of us are, except him, we are well experienced in life, maybe he need more little time. So what's your experience?
So this gave me.
And which place Guru help?
So first of all, it gave me some discipline. Every day in the morning, or if I miss in the morning, in the evening, I prayed this mantra. So someday, if I miss, I feel guilty. Oh, I don't do my mantra. The next day, I do it again. But very few days I miss. I try each and every day.
But is it helping in any way?
Of course it's helping.
Spiritually, or family life, or in the material world, or psychologically?
In all of this respect, I think expect is help, I think. It's important for the life, I think.
Okay.
Give you some right path.
Okay. Now, you know that because why I'm asking you, you living a family life and you took Diksha from Bharat Sevashram. I see the way you serve Swamiji. If Swamiji call you at midnight at 1 o'clock, Sujit, come, you go. You know, I see that. But is it helping you, giving you? I'm sure this is giving you some kind of peace in mind that you be with Swamiji, and otherwise by midnight you rushing to New York to bring him, and then whatever he says, Sujit, with your, you adjust your time and try to help him, and then so when I say that helping you psychologically, mentally, intellectually, spiritually, and materially.
Correct. All of this true.
Okay. This is some practical experience, So, the meaning of this verse number 42. Vidwan satasma upasatti mieshu mumukshube sadhu jatakta karine prasanto chittayo samannitayo tattopodesham kripayaiva kuriyat. To him who has sought his protection, thirsting for liberation, who duly obeys the injunction of the scriptures, who is of a serene mind and endowed with calmness, to such one the sage proceeds to inculcate the truth out of sheer grace. So first few lines basically is the quality of a disciple. First, Vidwan Satasma, to him who has sought his protection. A disciple who went to the Guru. Even all the Upanishad we are reading, if you know what you call Prasna Upanishad, if you remember, they went that there are so many things how we can reach that Brahman. So Rishi was telling Devid Deveditebbe Parachaiva Parachaiva. If you remember, we were reading all these things. So the Rishi, 5 Rishi approached to that Rishi senior, and he said there are 2 kind of things in this world. Para and apara vidya. So one kind of vidya which make you materially rich. I mean medical science, psychology, history, science, agriculture. Whatever you read, this give you materially achievement. You have PhD degree from Princeton University on psychology or chemistry, and you're doing research, you are being respected, you are being adored by your student. Different universities inviting you to speak on their classes, and materially you achieve. And then there is other vidya, which give you the taste of divinity, the taste of Brahman. So 100% people, 99.99% people, they go to the other vidya, the material knowledge. They go because that needed. From childhood days, our mother or father training, okay, you have to be a doctor, you have to be engineer, you have to be a scientist, you have to be. This is how from childhood days, even parent dream also that. If you ask a mother, your children, what you want? So I want to send one to Harvard and one to MIT. Normal. This is her dream. That materially they will be achieved, so they don't suffer in future financially or anything. So here, to him who sought protection, that student who reached to the feet of his Guru, thirsting for liberation, means he is hungry for spiritual upliftment. This is a spiritual class. Please keep in mind this, but it helped to the material world also. This will be teaching you, if you go to the Bhagavad Gita, that at the difficult time of life, how Arjuna handled that. Right? So here also, that these students was hungry for higher spiritual knowledge. And this student, he followed the principle of the scripture, Prasanto Chittaya, who is calm mind, serene mind, samannitayo, who is endowed with calmness also. Tattvapadesham kripaiva kurjat. A guru should bestow him with love and right direction and right guidance. Because guru mile lakhe lakh, chela mile ek. There are lakhs of, hundreds of guru, but right disciple is very difficult. Like Arjuna, Lord Krishna got one student, Arjuna, he could deliver. Vivekananda was one of the disciples, Ramakrishna, they can, gave everything to him. So, even the music student also, music world, a good musician look for a good student, so he could keep whatever he earned by his hard work. So, tattvapadesham kripayaiva kuryat. A guru should keep everything, the knowledge, the protection, the peace of mind. Don't worry, everything will be all right. I'm with you, don't worry, I will pray for you. Make him free from tension. So these two verses, basically the verse we read now, 42, so still Shankaracharya say that when a student approaches to his guru, when a student like this approach to his guru should deliver him the knowledge and the right path, show him right path where he can reach the goal of spiritual life. This we read. Let's go to the other one. Let me see what is there. Yeah, this is good. Ma bhishto. So ma bhishto, I think ma bhishto. You see, ma bhishto means fear not. Gurudev telling, fear not. Don't worry. Ma bhishto. Vidyans tava Nastapayaha Sansara Sindhos Taranestupayah Yenaiva Yata Yatayasya Param Tameva Marga Tabo Nirdishami. So now the Guru telling Ma Bhishta. Yes, it is Vaishta, Ma Vaishta. Fear not, don't worry. This is a kind of word. Sometimes when you go through the pain, if somebody really come, a godly person say, don't worry, Ma Vaishta. That gives so much, so when you go to the hospital, we need a Hindu priest to pray. So you go to the hospital. We know that person is not going to survive. The way you see, but still we say, no, don't worry, you will be okay. And I'm saying a prayer for you. Close your eyes. See the beautiful murti of Bhagavan Krishna. Since we practice Hinduism, Brian, that's why I'm talking about Krishna. So that says, okay, close your eyes. See the beautiful heavenly appearance of little Krishna in front of you. So the patient, close the eyes, try to, because he don't have habit. He need habit actually, So he don't have any habit. All these years he may be thinking of, maybe he's a civil engineer thinking of the construction, design, this, that. Maybe he was a medical practitioner, so he did all these things whole life. Maybe he's a professor of psychology, maybe that is whole life he did. But he did not close his eyes and try to see the beautiful appearance of Krishna. Extremely heavenly appearance of Krishna. That we do. If we close, okay, I want to see Krishna. Like morning time when I sit with my music practice, I close my eyes. Oh, I could see the Krishna standing in front of me because that is my life. Right? But the other person, hospital, maybe he was a mechanic, you never know. Electrician, So, but we go and say that, don't worry, everything will be all right. Just close and try to see that most beautiful appearance with the peacock feather, with the flute in hand, smiling face, is standing in front of your eyes. He will take care of you. At least it bring, timely, that little time of peace that time, at least, Okay, no, we sit down, let me read Bhagavad Gita. Loud we read, a little bit, and he don't know what's meaning it even, because he's going through the pain. So, Ma Vishta, Gurudev tells a student, don't worry, don't fear. This is a very good Mabhoi. Vidyan Stabu, O learned person, Nasti Upayo, there is no death for thee. Means there is no fear for thee, there is no suffering for thee. Don't worry. Don't worry, there is no death for you. Sansara Sindhus Tarune Stu Upaya. There is a means of crossing this sea of relative existence. This is the word coming from a teacher. Sansara Sindhu. Sansar is compared with the Sindhu. If you go to the Atlantic Ocean, terrible. If you go to New York sometime when the ocean is look like very angry. Jersey Shore, beautiful Jersey Shore, but sometimes you see the ocean is angry, no end. So this sansar also is compared like this. I'm thinking I'm the most unlucky one. I'm going through this pain of life because I don't know the pain of other people. Think of the people right now going through the pain in Ukraine. People have to run out of there, leave everything. Their home might be gone with the bombing. It happening to Cambodia and Thailand also started now. There is problem in Israel and Arab. They're doing for their own protection, but sometimes simple people suffer. They might be losing their children, mother losing their children, parent losing their children, maybe wife losing their husband, only income person, Many places, all over the world is going, I'm just trying to, so many, disturbance going on in African countries. There was trouble between India and Pakistan recently. For a few days at least, it stopped, quickly stopped. So people go through so much of pain. So sansara sindhus tarane upaya. There is a means to cross this sansar sagar. So Brian, whenever I say sansar sagar, I mean this material world. Sansara Sindhu Tarone Upayo. There is a means to cross this Sansar Sagar. Yenaivo yata yatayastasya param. That very way by which sages have gone beyond. Not only you, I'm telling you for the first time, before also many spiritually hungry persons, they went to the other shore of life. What I am going to teach you today, by following that, there is many other spiritually hungry persons cross this Bhavasagar Sindhu. They went beyond. Look, today we're reading this. I'm not sure when Adi Shankaracharya created Viveka Cudamani, but like Bhagavad Gita, more than 5,000 years before. So many thousands of people, millions of people study that. Recently, Russian President Putin went to India for 2 or 3 days visit, and this was his first visit to India? Second visit. So I see that the Indian Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Damodar Modi, present him his one Bhagavad Gita. Because a lot of Russian people follow Hare Krishna people. And there was one convince they banned it on Bhagavad Gita because Bhagavad Gita talks of the battle. So, but then I think the Indian scholar, they explain, don't worry, it's not like that. It's a different, It's a spiritual thing. Because a spiritual student go through so much of struggle. What we see in Kurukshetra, a spiritual person also go through same in life. The greed, temptation, काम, क्रोध, लोभ, मोह, मद, मात्सर्य. These are the 6 enemy. Kam, passion, krodh, anger, lobh, greed, kam, krodh, lobh, mod, pride, moho, the illusion, matsarya, hatred, jealousy. Even we go through that also. Like say that all monks are good. But say that you meet one monk and he says, Swamiji, that other Swamiji wrote a nice book. But then the monk telling that, I can take everything, but please don't give the do prasansa or the things in front of me. I can't take it. You understand? But don't elaborate the beauty of Brian in front of me. I can't take it. They're good. They're not bad people, But it's a capacity actually, how much you could take. You listening the greatness of other people and digesting is not so easy. We love to hear our glories, not the glories of others. We love our people appreciate my name, our thing. I don't want to hear too much you appreciating other people. My ear is getting now tormented. I can't take it anymore. There are, but they're good people. They're all good. So, Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moho, Mod, Matsya. These are Shororipu, 6 enemies of spiritual life. Then sleep. You're doing gossiping all day, but you sit for, say that Brian guiding meditation, Brian conducting meditation. If you close the light, you feel asleep. Nice sleep. Sleep comes. So, Ma Bhashtu, don't worry, fear not, Vidyans Tabu, you are a learned person, Na Tapuskayo, there is no death for you, there is no fear for you. Sansara Sindhus Tarune Upayaho, there is a means to crossing this Sansar Sagar. Janaivo Jata Jatayo Ashuparam. Many saints, many good spiritually hungry people went beyond of this sansara by following this path. Tamevo marg tabo nirdeshami. I shall inculcate to thee. What's the meaning of inculcate?
I need to check the dictionary. So endow.
And
to give you.
Give you. So the teachers say that I shall inculcate to thee. The path followed by the previous student who reached that goal, spiritual goal, and I shall inculcate to thee. Now I will be giving to you. Right? Clear? Let me go to the verse number 44. Verse number 44. Astupayo Mahan Kaschit Sansara Bhayonashanaha Tena Tirtva Bhavam Bodhim Paramanandam Apshashi. Astupayo Mahane Kaschit Sansara Bhayonashanaha Tena Titva Bhavam Bodhim Paramanandam Avapshashi. Difficult, it's okay. There is a sovereign means which puts an end to the fear of relative existence. Astupayo Mahane Kaschit Sansara. So these two overcome the sansar bhai, there is a good way. There is a sovereign means which puts an end to the fear of relative existence. Means there is a way. There is a way. I remember, since when I was writing the Guruji's life history, So the people used to come from far. They hear Swami Pranavanan name, and they have so much things to ask question. The gathering, sometimes they write in note in their handbook, and they will be asking to solve. Son is not listening, daughter is not listening. They're going their own way. The wife don't listen. Whenever I say anything to my wife, she keep argue with me. Swamiji, how I can do the sansar kind of thing, that's the worst thing, Because the children born in their own sanskara, own nature, they will go by their own way. You see the bird, when you see the little bird, baby bird, till their mother feed them, but time come when they have wings, they just fly away. They don't wait for their mother, they are their own. The same thing here. So there is a means which puts to end the fear of existence, though that thou wilt cross the sea of samsara and attain the supreme. So the Guruji basically telling, do not worry, there is a way to cross this bhavasindhu, and ultimately you will be able to reach your spiritual goal. So what is the way? I have been talking many times, spiritual goal, spiritual goal, spiritual goal. What is spiritual goal? What do you mean by that?
Spiritual goal is to realize yourself and merge into Brahman.
Say that you merge into Brahman, so you will not be able to do what you are doing nowadays?
We can still do it.
Yes. That's an intelligent answer. Merge doesn't mean that you abandon your body and gone. No. But some, we call them saints, those who merge in Brahman, we call them saint. They come back and they devote their life, they devote their time and energy to uplift the mankind. Their presence, make them happy. Wherever they sit, that become pilgrim site. Whatever they talk, that become the religious book. And whatever they do, that also the people enjoy by that, Many examples there, many examples all around. So that's a very intelligent answer. It was very good. Thank you. So the last verse today, verse number 45. We will be concluding here today. So now the answer coming from Guruji. Vedantartha vicharena, please read. Jayate jnanam uttamam tenatyanti ko sansara dukkha naso bhavattanu. Vedantartha vicharena jayate jnanamuttamam tenatyanti ko sansara dukkha naso bhavattanu. Vedantartha vicharena, by studying, reasoning on the meanings of the Vedant, leads to the efficient knowledge, which is immediately followed by the total annihilation of the misery born of relative existence. So basically Guruji telling to understand Vedant, because Vedant is a scripture. We read one time, but that's not the end. We read one time, like Ishopanishad, Kathopanishad, the Mundakopanishad, Mandakopanishad. We have to go through over and over to what actually wanted to give them, because these are immortal scripture, never die. It's Sanatan. Sanatan means it's eternal. Millions of people study it and they went beyond, and millions of people in future also will be studying, conducting classes, enjoying, and So basically Jnana. Jnana vihine muktir na bhavati janma satena. Without right knowledge, Liberation is far from you, emancipation is far from you, salvation is far from you, moksha far from you, janma satan, even hundreds of births. Right knowledge. The Vedanta basically knowledge, right? There are two types of vidya. Paravidya or paravidya. You know which is the most of us, 99% people actually embrace, which is very temporary. Look, here, when young family started the family, they buy things by their choice, curtain, dining table, bed, kitchen stuff. Now, time do not stop. Children born, they were busy. 25 years, mom, dad was busy. Now children gone by their own way. Home is full of those dining table. Now children gone, husband die. All these are headache now. All these are headache. Swamiji, can I give the dining table to you? I said, no, I don't want. The furniture, I want to get out. Swamiji want to say, no, nothing to ask me. Just throw if you don't want. Or sell, whatever, give to your friends and relatives. So those things they buy with their heart love and work so hard. They build everything, but children now, they have their own likings. They have their own choice, They have their own things. That is your headache. Buy 2 flats in India, one in Chennai, one in Calcutta. So that is your headache. We are not interested because this is a country what they earn, they don't know what to keep even. But most of us we embrace, we hold tight what is not permanent. Why we do that? Because we don't know the other thing. So the Vedanta give us that route. Okay, there is other of things also which you could hold it tightly as the most beloved thing in life. That is Vedantartha. Vedantartha vicharena jayate jnanam uttamam. We see that Vedanta telling uttishthita jagrato prappo vara nibodeto. Rise up. Time going every day. Uttishthita jagrato. Wake up. Open your eyes. See the right thing with your eyes. Asatoma sadgamayo. Pray that, O Lord, please take me from unrighteousness to righteousness, from wrong to right. Tamosama jyotirgamayo. O Lord, please help me that so that I could tamosama jyotirgamayo, from darkness to the light. Ajnana andhakar. Ajnana andhakar. The ignorance like darkness. Ignorance is like darkness. Jnanam uttamam. Vedantartha vicharana jayate jnanam uttamam. By studying Vedanta, understanding Vedanta, analyzation of Vedanta philosophy give us the uttam gyan, best knowledge. Tenatyantika sansara dukkha naso bhavattano. By that knowledge, we will be able to go beyond of life and conquer the sadness of the sansara dukkha. Right? Any question anywhere? It was simple today. Expecting next week be more serious thing. I know today you came first time because these are, like I said, the Brian attending class almost 22 years, and these two coming almost 13 years. These also come and go. So these are you came for the first day. But if you come, to each day keep it reserved for it. Gradually it will be helping you for your profession also. You'll see how it will be helping in the professional life also. Right? Any question anywhere? You feel like, okay, let us discuss these things a little bit? Okay. Sure. So let's say a prayer and we conclude here today, right? Om Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mritturmam Amritam Gamaya Aviravir Maidhi Aviravir Maidhi Aviravir Maidhi Om Shantihi 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 Hari Om. Let there be peace everywhere. Let nobody suffer in this world. Om, peace, peace, and peace.